Ian, it's been a day or so since the game at St Johnstone. Has your mood improved any since when we spoke to you last at McDermott Park at 5:30?
It's no easier taking the result and having watched the game back a couple of times, and obviously certain situations you keep replaying in your head, but you have to move on, and you have to bounce back from it. And with the game coming tomorrow night, you have a chance to go and put to bed a little bit, albeit points not at stake, but certainly we have to make sure we're through to the next round of the Cup, and it's going to be no easy feat, and we've got a demand of the players that there's a determination to get over what's happening, not only Saturday, but we're hurt from the run of results, because we certainly feel as though for long periods of the games that we've played in, we've deserved more, but you have to go and earn that as well.
Without wanting to dwell too much on the weekend's game, because you'll be focused on East Fife, since watching it back on tape, has your views changed on anything that you've seen from then and the answers you gave us on Saturday about the team's performance?
When you're on top of games, certainly as much as we were first half, and for a part of the second half as well, you've got to put teams to bed. We had chances to go and do that, and when you have a lot of possession of the ball and say create really good chances, we've got to be more ruthless. But then when it does turn, you've got to have the strength of character and strength as a team, as a group, to be able to repel anything that they throw at you. And we found that difficult, which is not a character of one of my sides that I like, and something that we've got to be better at.
What's the mentality now going into this game against East Fife? Because cup games are hugely important to the football club, as everybody knows. East Fife are doing so well in the third division at the moment, winning games. So it's going to be tough in the players' mentality, and the players' thought process going into the game is going to have to be right. Yep,
got to be strong. Got to be ready for an onslaught that I'm sure they'll throw at us in front of their own fans. It doesn't matter how small a place; it can still be intimidating by the way players set about. But the way their crowd could help them along, however large or small it may be, and certainly the strength of character and the mindset has got to be right going to these places. I love cup competitions. I think it's not a hindrance on a league programme, and for me, every player should be going in thinking, well, these are a chance to get to a cup final and a real big day out. Fans enjoy it. Fans want something to shout about, and we've got to give the fans something to go home at the end of the evening with a smile on their face.
It's key when you're a top league team to playing a team from the lower divisions, professionalism.
Yeah, and we've prepared for this exactly the same way as we would do any normal game, and we try and make the players aware of the strengths and the weaknesses of the opposition. We make sure that our house is in order first, and players should realise at this moment in time, on the run of results that we've had, that they are being scrutinised, they're being questioned from all angles, and we've got to stay strong as a group together. But certainly there'll be chances for one or two to stake a claim, and make sure that I'm waiting for people to step forward and say, pick me for the next game, because after the game we said that no one's got a divine right to be in a team. You've got to earn that right week in, week out, and on the training ground with the way you go about things.
Connor Ripley said in the lead up to the St Johnstone game, he felt that almost it was going to take one victory to hopefully spur the team onto action. Once you get out that run, you can do it. As tough as the game is going to be against East Fife, as much as they'll make it difficult for us, are you hoping that if we can get that result and can progress, that'll give that team a little bit of the jolt forward? Hopefully they'll need to take on into the next couple of weeks. It
does. Winning games of football, it does. It breeds confidence. It tells players in a strange sort of way that you're doing the right things, and that for what you're working towards is working at. For me, we are doing a lot of good things, and the consistency of doing it for 90 minutes has not been there, and that's a frustration, because I thought we had a really good pre-season. The players that were brought into the club have bedded in now, and they've players like Wes Fletcher picked up an injury, Louis Moult picked up his first goal, confidence for him. For me, we've got a good enough group, of which we may add one or two to try and help along as well before the window closes. But that group of players is good enough to be winning games of football, and but you have to do it for 90 minutes, and that's something that's cost us at the moment. Switching off for small periods, teams are going to go and take advantage of that, and they've certainly done it.
Is the inability to play for the 90 minutes, like you said there, in your opinion, a physical thing or a mental thing?
Probably more mental. Switching off, concentration, seeing situations developing, sensing danger. It's all a big part of football, even more so than the physical side of it. And when you get the ball, being confident to go and show what you can actually go and do as a team. Getting players in key areas, the right areas to go and win your games of football. But to get you in those areas, you have to have the strength and knowledge to go and win the ball back, be strong to be not to be broken down, and certainly not open you up the way that we have in the last couple of games.
Stephen Hamill come off injured against St Johnstone on Saturday. What's the update on him, and is there any other injury updates ahead of this League Cup game?
Yeah, we didn't want to take any chance at half time. As soon as Stevie was complaining of something in the lead up to half time, we worked on him during the half time period, but it was an easy call really. He's had too many problems in his groin last year. We didn't want a scenario where he's going to miss big patches of the season by not taking care of him initially, and he was feeling it more through his back rather than it being a groin issue. So we'll have a look at Stevie, assess him, but maybe tomorrow will come a little bit too early for him. But it gives somebody else a chance, and I say I'm looking for someone to step forward and say, I'm what you're looking for in all areas of the park.
Wes Fletcher, I mentioned there as well, he's been battling to get back from the ankle injury that he sustained against Dundee United here. Is he any closer? But he is again tomorrow going to come a little bit too early for him? Yeah,
and that's frustrating as well, because Wes was developing really well, and the likes of him and Stephen Pearson were big losses at such an early period of the season, and it knocks other people's confidence a little bit. Say someone like Stephen Pearson is very difficult to go and replace. I certainly don't think there's anyone in this league that's like him. And but again, you have to go and lay down the challenge to players to say, I'm your man, I'm the one, and that's what we're looking at. That's what we're challenging them.
Thanks, Ian. Good luck.